At some point when we were all teenagers, we have all suffered with acne or at least have been scared of acne. So today we are going to sit down and deal with acne and see that it's not such a great problem, that it's not beatable.
Acne or pimples is one of the most psychologically distressing, common problem which all of us have faced at some point of our life.
So what exactly is acne and how does it happen? We all have appendages on skin, and one of the appendage is your oil glands or the sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland is like a little funnel at the bottom where the sebum or the sebaceous secretions are secreted, and then it comes out through an opening called the skin pore that you see. An oily skin, you see the pore wide open because the gland is more active and the gland is bigger. So as the base kind of grows bigger with more activity and more sebum, the opening also grows wider. So when you see an open pore, really wide open, it is because the skin is excessively oily. And that oil, if on the top it is plugged with the dead skin cells and with fat, then it looks to you like a whitehead or a comedone. When that oxidizes because there is a small little aperture on top, it becomes a blackhead and a comedone again. When this secretion inside gets infected with bacteria, that's when it turns to a pimple or an acne.
Some of y'all at the age of 20, 25 must be still wondering, why do you keep getting acne or pimples or zits at the same spot and it keeps recurring? Sometimes you do see many zits all on the forehead, and they are caused by a fungus. This is a fungus which is normally present on the skin and on the scalp, and it tends to overgrow in times of humidity or stress, and it migrates down onto the forehead and along the hairline margin, and this is called Pityrosporum folliculitis. Very rarely some people get deep pimples or deep zits under the eyebrow or between the eyebrows, and that is A, because of stress, and B, if they've had too much sugars in their diet. So stay away from refined foods. Next we come to the nose. The nose, the most prominent area on the face. Now this, sometimes you will see just a general redness, and occasionally this redness spills over onto the cheeks, or sometimes you may get some zits or some pimples on the nose, and this is an entity called rosacea. This happens because of acidity in the stomach. Secondly, sometimes people have a lot of rash on the cheeks, small red dots they keep getting, and that could be because of too much of sunlight. Say at the age of 20 or 22, they have only blackheads and whiteheads. And this is because of application of comedogenic creams or makeup which has not agreed with their skin, and this goes by the name of acne cosmetica. People on the chin getting a lot of zits and along the jawline, and some people just explode 1 week before the period, and this is a hormonal acne, and this is almost akin to PMS, that is premenstrual syndrome. Rarely, abnormality of the thyroid also can give rise to these deep zits along the jawline and the chin.
So what causes acne? It could be a condition or it could be a food. So in conditions we have hormonal imbalance. One of them is insulin resistance. So if a teenager or any adult has high insulin levels, they tend to get more acne because if they have high sugary, starchy food, so that produces extra insulin, which produces in turn the pore clogging cells, which causes acne.
Your thyroids may be malfunctioning, and therefore your skin could be very oily or very dry and then lead to acne. It could be your polycystic ovary syndrome, which is one of the most common things happening today, which means to say your ovaries are getting cystic and therefore they're producing extra hormones, female as well as male. And if you're obese, if you've put on some weight, the female hormone which is produced is again peripherally converted into testosterone in the peripheral fat. So if you don't keep your skin really clean, that itself can cause the oils to kind of settle there, it to clog further and therefore cause an infected pustule, which is an acne. Also, it could be hormones released during stress, whether it is physical stress or mental stress, which again can cause acne. If you have applied too much makeup, too much change in your surrounding, too much of dust, too much of pollution, anything in the extreme can make the skin react to an abnormal way, whether it could be excessive oil secretion or then that again clogging to cause acne. So do all oily skins end up having acne? No, not necessarily. If you have an oily skin and if you know how to take care of it in terms of using the right face wash, in terms of using the right lotions and potions to your skin, it may not really end up having acne on it.
All you have to do is wash your hair twice or 3 times a week with an anti-dandruff shampoo. Stay away from too much sugars and stop applying any applications like greasy applications on the scalp, because this is not agreeing with you and this is promoting the overgrowth of this pityrosporum. Use a mild face wash. Use a sunscreen. Topical application of metronidazole and azelaic acid helps the redness and helps and prevents the pimples from forming on the nose. It can occur because of stress, sunlight, spicy food, spirits, too much of alcohol, and the 3 C's: coffee, cheese, chocolates. Stay away from all these factors and you are going to clear your nose. If people who are getting this recurrently, anything they apply on the face, the creams should say non-comedogenic. And yes, you do get creams saying non-comedogenic, you do get makeup saying non-comedogenic, and stay away from creamy cosmetics and you can use liquid or lotions.
But there are certain food which will help you if you regularly include in your diet for your acne problem. So there are 2 vitamins and there are 2 minerals which especially help in reduction of acne. In minerals we have selenium and zinc, and in vitamins we have vitamin E and C. So what are the sources of selenium? So selenium is present in onion, garlic and whole grain food. Zinc is abundant in seafood, lamb, spinach, mushroom and pumpkin. So make sure you include those food in your diet. Then we come to vitamins, vitamin E and C. Foods which are rich in vitamin E are green leafy vegetables, nuts, especially almonds, tofu and fish. Vitamin C is abundant in tomatoes, amla, berries like strawberry and oranges. I hope this video helps you. Stay tuned and stay healthy.